Well, repairing a credit score can be a little intimidating. It's a bit of a hurdle, but it is possible if you know how to navigate it. Craig Fraley joins us now. He's the Director of Business Development at Clark County Credit Union. This is great that you know so much about this, and I think you can share with a lot of our viewers. How is it possible to repair that credit score, Craig?
All right, yeah. The thing about credit is every single adult in the United States, or just about every single one, has a file with one, if not all three of the credit bureaus. And you get a credit score and you earn your credit score, and it can be from a low 300 to a high 850. And of course, the higher the score, the better it is. And your credit and your credit report impacts the quality of your life. For example, it can decide where you're going to live. Will you get that home loan? Will it be approved? A lot of landlords pull credit before they'll rent you a place. It can decide who you're going to work for. A lot of employers pull your credit before they hire you. Just get a cell phone, they pull your credit. So your credit and your credit score impacts your life. So it's very important to know how to build your credit, how to repair it, how to protect it. That's what we'll talk about.
I love it. All right. And you said, from 300 to 850, that is quite a range. And it is so important. About what range do you recommend we want to aim for, Craig?
The higher the better. You want to get that score as high as you can. The average credit score is going to be right around 720, which is still a great credit score.
Yeah.
And here are the things that go into making up a credit score.
All
One
right.
is going to be your payment history. That's probably the most important. That's every time you make a monthly on-time payment, it builds a higher credit score. Think of it as building a staircase to a higher score. Every time you make a minimum payment, it builds a step up higher. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be delinquent on your payments because if you are, you slide down. The only way to build a credit score, and there's no shortcut to this, is to make that minimum monthly on time payment every month to build you up to credit score. So if you ever damage your credit and you need to repair it, there are a lot of scammers out there. They'll say, hey, give us money and we'll repair your credit. It doesn't work that way.
Mm.
Only you can repair your credit, and it's by making those monthly on-time payments every month. That's the only way to do it. Another factor in your credit score is how long have you been in the credit history? How long have you been in the bureau?
Yeah.
If you've had credit for 20 years and you want to go buy a home, a lender's going to look at your overall credit history. But if
Mm.
you're just starting out and you've only been in the credit world for like 6 months, there's not going to be enough credit information in there to build that credit score or to give them that information to give you that loan you're looking for. Another
Yeah.
thing you're looking at, yeah, is another thing is how much you owe. If you have too much unsecured debt, that can prevent you from getting a higher credit score. So, for example, if you have a $10,000 limit on a credit card, you don't want to be at 9,000 on your balance because it looks like you're living beyond your means. If something unforeseen should happen and you need more money to help you in an emergency, you may have to borrow even more money to help you get out of that. A rule of thumb is to try to keep your balances at 50% of what your limit is. And that way it won't prevent you from getting a higher credit score. And the other thing on your credit is when you're applying for a loan, the lender wants to see a variety of different types of credit. They want to see that you can handle the discipline for all those credits. So not just credit cards. They want to see credit cards, car loans, home loans, student loans, a lot of different kinds of credit. All of these factors come together to form your credit score. But the most important is payment history. Don't be late on making your payments. Keep building those steps up to a higher credit score.
Excellent. Excellent tips. Thank you so much for that. I was just thinking, in terms of staying up on making monthly payments, do you think things like auto withdrawal on some of your utilities have helped people kind of stay more on track?
Yes, yes. If you have like direct deposit for your pay and then you set up on bill pay to make your payments on time every month, that's a huge benefit. You won't forget to make a payment. It'll never be late. Sometimes you're doing your books and you think, and you thought maybe you made that payment, but you didn't. Now you're past due. That dings your credit. What you just said, being setting those on automatic payments, will prevent that from happening. So that is a huge plus.
Yeah. Sometimes, Greg, we make mistakes. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
We might have something on our credit history that we would like to forget, but we can't get rid of it. We can, though, work to
Right.
rebuild our credit. And I know that you offer some great tools at Clark County Credit Union that can really help people because you shouldn't just give up. You really have to educate yourself and get back in the game, right?
Right. Right. I'll touch on that too. And one thing is we recommend you pull your credit report once a year and take a good look
Mm-hmm.
at it. Make sure everything is accurate. Your name, your address, all your trades on there. And if you find something on there that's incorrect, if somebody's reported something that's delinquent on you and you go, wait, I've never been delinquent with them, then you want to contact the credit bureaus right away. There's an online dispute form that you'll fill out with them. You'll also want to contact whoever it was that reported that you were delinquent. The credit bureau has to investigate this within 30 days. They will go to that company and say, hey, they're saying that they were never late. They have to do an internal audit. And if they determine that they did report that incorrectly, the credit bureau has to do two things. One, they have to take it off of your credit report. And two, they have to notify you in writing that they've done so. And we have some great tools here at Clark County Credit Union. Like, for example, we have bonus checking. With our checking account, our members, their identity and theft protection is monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, along with their credit. And so if something unforeseen should happen on your credit report, you're going to be notified immediately before any damage can be done. If somebody reported you delinquent, or if somebody tried to open a line of credit fraudulently, you're going to find out about it and you're going to be protected on that.
Craig,
and then we have a great
much.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry. We've almost run out of time. You were going to make one more point.
No, that's fine. Oh yeah, we just have a great tool called Bonsai. It's a free financial resource. It has calculators, financial coaches to help you get out of debt, rebuild credit, all that. It's free. It's on our website at ccculv.org.
Excellent. I always love that you mentioned the bonsai. It's perfect. I always love that in addition to being a great biz dev person over at Clark County Credit Union, you're also a great magician. You don't happen to have like a Queen of Hearts right there, do you, my friend?
No. Well, actually, I do have one card here. And I'm going to have you just name any playing card in the deck, and I've already predicted it. Okay, I've never missed.
Two of clubs.
But you said Queen of Hearts, so pick a different. What'd you say?
Two of clubs.
Oh my God! If you see the two of clubs, will you be impressed?
Absolutely. Floor me, my friend.
I'm not going to switch it. I'm not going to switch it. Let's see. The two of clubs is right there. It's right near the top. See it? Two of clubs. I've never missed.
Fraley, come on, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Great to talk to you, my friend.